£100 Nintendo 3DS Challenge. Let's go! Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do that to my hands now. That's all the YouTubers do. So welcome to this week's £100 game challenge. So the scenario is either you've bought, or your best friend, or a friend, doesn't have to be your best friend, has bought a Nintendo 3DS, and they come to you and they say, I've got £100 budget. What would you recommend I get for my £100 budget? And this one was solid to do. Okay. I've got, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. And it came to £99. But the last game was just a game in my collection, because I got it to 95. And then I went through my whole collection trying to find a game for £5 or less. So I got a £4 game. I've never played it, so I still recommend it because you got an extra £5. If that makes sense, okay. I'll do my honourable mentions, okay. It was quite interesting. Yes, obviously I'm a game collector, but I don't collect. I collect for games I want to play, okay. Sometimes I'll buy a game and I know I'll want to play it at some point in my life. So I've got a couple of sealed games here, okay. But yeah, that was my point I was trying to make. I don't buy games necessarily, and I like to keep an eye on the price, okay. But it is nice. I've been pleasantly surprised how expensive some of these games, or a lot of these games, are pretty expensive now. I will say as well, I should have said earlier on, so I do apologise. I get my prices from CEX, so I just look at the games, I take all the games, I think, yeah, I'd recommend them. Then I price them all up, and then I go, there's a couple of games in my honourable mentions that I recommend every single one of my honourable mentions, but they're just so expensive, some of them. I couldn't justify, like one of the games is £45. I couldn't justify almost half the budget going on one game, okay? And I try to do a variety of games that I'm recommended, not just one genre, okay? So, does that make any sense, okay? So, the first game, these are my honourable mentions. My first honourable mention, I cannot believe it's still sealed, okay? I rarely play my 3DS, but when I go on holidays, like I've just got back Friday from my holiday, it normally gets a lot of love, and I completely must have been invisible sitting on my shelf, because I was like, damn it, I forgot again. Another week's gone, holiday, and I haven't played it. And it's Metroid: Samus Returns, still sealed. What the hell, like? And I'm so excited to play this game, but I want to play it on holiday. That's why it's still sealed. In CX, that's £35. I am aware I could probably get quite a bit more if I was to sell it on eBay, because it's sealed. But nah, I'm gonna play it, and I haven't bought it to sell it. All right, so that's I say honourable mention because it reviewed really well. It looks fantastic. Apparently, it looks amazing 3D as well. That's one of my favourite features at the moment on the 3DS. Okay, this is the most expensive game. Yeah, one of the most expensive games. Not necessarily in my collection. I got a couple of big hitters, but I really enjoyed this. Project X Zone. Now, there's 2 of these games came out on the 3DS. But it's like Tekken with Capcom. So I think it's a Bandai or Sega. So it's a Bandai Namco made it. So that's obviously Tekken. But then you got Capcom and Sega characters in there as well. So it looks really cool, okay? Now this game got me into, nicely, it's the next game, the Fire Emblem series. It's like, I heard the phrase, a YouTuber summed it up really well for me the other day. I always call these games like grid-based games, but it's like chess, isn't it? A YouTuber said, if you think of it like chess, so you got to move your character, can only do so many moves on the chessboard. I thought, yeah, that's a good way to sum these kind of games up. So this is amazing. It's really, really cool. Story is really out there, a little bit difficult to follow. because there's just so many characters and they are just shoehorned in. But it's really cool to see the Tekken with the Street Fighter characters, you know. What else? So yeah, Fire Emblem. This game's gone up in price. I bought this brand new almost a year ago. Excuse me. I was between jobs, as they say. So I'd left a job and I was waiting for a new job to start. And I was bored one day and it came down to, I wouldn't have paid much for it. Less than £20, I think, on Amazon, brand new. And currently, it's £35 in CX. Again, I'm not interested in flipping it or anything to make a profit. But like I just said with Project X Zone, it's like chess, so it's a grid-based action game. There is the mode where there's two ways you can play these games. You can play a version where once your character dies in battle, that's it, they're gone. I can't do it. I get so attached to. I know this is not real, okay, but to me, with my OCD that I've got, type O OCD, yeah, that won't be very good for it. So I'm really thankful you can turn that mode off, okay? So they'll be out to the battle, but then you can revive them after each battle, you know? But yeah, really good game, and wow, £35. I think a lot of these games do go up. I think there are other ones. There's a couple on the 3DS, and they're quite expensive. But yeah, that was my first taste of the Fire Emblem games. I'm really impressed, okay? Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. This one nearly made the list, okay? But I've only just started playing it. I'm like an hour or so in. Visually, it looks amazing. The story's simple, easy to follow. That's saying something if I can follow the fucking story, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm very impressed with this game, and a lot of people are commenting on videos saying this is a good game. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, saying how good a game it is. The controls are really tight. That's what I've noticed on it as well. The combat, it's like a hack and slash, like a typical Zelda game, with the enemies, and yeah, there's no delay or lag or anything. Yeah, really impressed with that. That will cost you £18. Then we've got, I love this game, but it's too expensive to justify putting it in there. So we've got Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King. I had it on the PlayStation 2. I've still got my original version that I had back in the day on the PS2. Loved that game, and I got loads of fond memories of this. I remember I was commuting. I had a job where I was living at home. I was living in London. I was paying rent for my flat in London. Stupid amount of money that was. Then I moved home because I had a new job in Cardiff, and I couldn't afford to pay rent in Cardiff and rent in London. I had to let my my contract expire. I had to be there. I was there less than 6 months basically, and so I was commuting like an hour, just over an hour each way every single day. So it's 2 hours on the train, and this game will always remind me of that. So I used to put my headphones in. If I was lucky, get a seat. I didn't care if anyone was looking at me because I was in the world. If I was standing up, and I would just love it. And the amount of times I nearly missed my stop because of this game. It was like, in my head we're in Bridgend, for example, but no, we're pulling up to Cardiff. I look, do a double take at the window and run off the train kind of thing. But yeah, that's an excellent game, but it didn't make my list because it's a bit on the pricey side, £32 currently. Okay. What else? Animal Crossing, £18. I do recommend it. I wouldn't call it, maybe it is a love-hate relationship with it. This game I got into right at the start of lockdown. There was a lot of videos on YouTube about your mental health, and I was really struggling with my mental health around the COVID, as I'm sure a lot of people were. And I got to the point where I couldn't go to any shop on my own. Makes me think how far I've come. Anyway, going back to the game, it just pissed me off. A few things really pissed me off with it, but looking back, it was a happy time, a relaxing time, I suppose, because we were out to work and there was nothing really you could do about it. So I got into gardening, but I had a really good routine, so just to get up, take a dog for a walk, put the kettle on, have a coffee, play this for an hour every single morning, do my routine, like pick the peaches, dig the dinosaur bones, take them, sell them, take the dinosaur bones to the museum, donate them, or sell them if they already had those parts. Yeah, really relaxing, good game, and I'd play it again in the evenings, normally between 7 and 8 o'clock, because it's got that clock thing on it, so it's dark and different things happen at night time. Yeah, it's a good game, but I just got pissed off with a few things. If it was that bad, I would have traded it in a long time ago. So that tells you it is. I will go back to it one day, but I tell you, I'm going to do a new game. I'm not going back to my my town because it's been too long and there's probably no one there, and it's quite worrying. Yeah, that will cost you £18. Zelda Ocarina of Time, that'll cost you £18. It's funny how many games are £18. It's a funny price. This has been, sometimes I've seen it go up to £25. I think I've seen it go down to £15, but at the moment, I think I had it when it was 15, and it's currently £18. It's an improved version of the N64 Ocarina of Time. I grew up with the Ocarina of Time on the N64. I got loads of good memories. I never finished it. I saw a mate beat the main boss. That was very emotional. It's stressful time. He was shouting at the screen and everything. But yes, I've seen what happens. I know the story. But what they've done with this version, they've made it a little bit easier with the water temple. Fuck, if you ever played the original Ocarina of Time, it's easy to get lost. So I haven't got that far on this version. But yeah, again, £18 is a big chunk of my budget. That just missed out on my on the games for £100. And the last game, I wanted to put this in. Again, it's £18. New Super Mario Bros. 2. This is probably in my top 3 favourite Mario 2D Mario games of all time. Number 1 has to be Mario World. That's my favourite. That's the one I grew up with. That's a special game, that is. But this one, really good fun. It's funny they put it in a yellow case as well, and I think that's pretty cool. For me, it's very, each stage has got the replay value. You can do every single stage because there's so many coins. I tried to beat my record of coins. Like, I know on the first stage I can get 700 and something coins. So I'm getting 7, if you didn't know, every 100 coins you get in Mario, you get an extra life. So I'm getting 7 extra lives and just trying to beat my score. There's so many fucking hidden stuff in each stage. Yeah, really good game. That's £18. So that was my honourable mentions, okay? I hope you agree if you haven't played them, or if you've played them, hope you agree they are really good games. Now, the 3DS, you might be put off by thinking how expensive those games were. I should have added all that up. That's well over £100 just in that pile. That might be close to £200, okay? But my most expensive game that I'm going to recommend is £25, okay? So you can get good games. I don't want to put you off, but let me show you some of the games you can get for £5, okay? There's a couple, I think there's 1 or 2 in there, okay? So the first game, this is so good for £5, Street Fighter 4. It's amazing, and it does look really good. I don't play it in 3D. That's a bit too much because it's so fast. But yeah, I like to turn that off, okay? But fantastic game, and it's £5. That's so good for £5, okay? That's in my top 3 games on the Nintendo 3DS. Another fighting game. This is £15. Tekken 3D Prime Edition, but you get the movie on there as well. Okay, that's really good value in my opinion. This game I think is going up and up and up in price, but you get a lot for your money there. That's why it's in my recommended list. Okay. So the movie, I don't think it ever came out on Blu-ray. I think it's only on DVD, or I think it's on the collector's edition on the PlayStation 3, one of Tekken Tag 2, maybe. It's on one of them, I think. And but the only time I've ever watched it is on the 3DS, and it's brilliant. It holds up. It's not like, it is a small screen, but again, if you're on holidays or if you're traveling, put some headphones in and I guarantee you'll enjoy it. Yeah, so that's £15. The best game probably on the Nintendo 3DS is Mario Kart 7. I love this game. It's not my favourite Mario Kart. That has to be Double Dash on the GameCube. But yeah, this is awesome. Really good game. Really good fun. The tracks are amazing. This will only cost you 15 quid as well. That's a bargain, that is. There's a lot to do on that game, okay? If you're half a fan of Mario Kart, go get that game in your collection. Couldn't do this list without having Tetris in there. So this is Tetris Ultimate. This is my favourite. I think I was talking about this the other day. My favourite Tetris game probably is the Game Boy one, because I grew up with that one. I probably, out of all the games on the Game Boy, that was probably the game my family, as a family, that would be played every single night. One of us would be playing it every single night, okay? But there's loads of different challenge modes and stuff you can do on it. I just stick to classic Tetris, okay? I did try to do, what was it? It was the time trial thing or something. But, they are trying to mix it up a bit. But I think that's Tetris perfection. Tetris. This is, I don't know what the word I'm trying to say. It's perfection. Tetris perfection. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, sorry guys. I do struggle with my words. Another game for a £5. Wow. Dead or Alive Dimensions. 5 buckaroos, that'll cost you. I don't know if the camera will pick up. How good does that game look? Plays really well as well, okay? These games are designed for, even Street Fighter 4, okay, is designed to be played on the handheld, okay? It's not just a port over or anything like that. So yeah, really good fun game, and for £5, so you can get really, really good games for a £5 or under, okay? So yeah, strongly recommend that. Super Mario 3D Land, awesome game, but this is a better Mario game in my opinion. That's 2D, obviously that's 3D, okay? But this one was £18. I would have gone over budget, and this one's £10. This one was £10. I did worry a little bit about the 3D on the handheld, but it's brilliant. Sorry, my voice went funny then. It's brilliant. Yeah, it is really good. You don't have to worry about... there's a couple of things where you can jump for miles, but then the shadow's always there. Wherever you're going to land, they've done a really good job with this game, okay? I think this came out on console, maybe it's on the Wii U, I'm not sure, but really good looking game. Strongly recommend that, and that will cost you £10. That's a really good game for £10. Another game you're getting a lot for your money is Xenoblade. This is £12, or Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. Excuse me. Check out those graphics, okay? And in case you're wondering, okay, I think this is a European only thing where they come in these black cases. I don't know why Mario was in a yellow one, but maybe it's just to stand out on the shelf, okay? It's the only game I think came in yellow, but there are some games in my collection. I've got these black cases, and basically, if you see the top there, it's only for the new 3DS. So it's basically to tell parents, or in case you didn't know, because some people, if that was on a white case, you might not see it. And I think in America, this wasn't a thing. It was just you'd have like a logo or something. Let me know in the comments, anyone that knows from America, or if anybody knows. But I don't think this is worldwide where they came in these really cool black cases. So the more powerful games would only run on the new 3DS because I had that little bit more power or whatever. But I was looking at the back of this game. I thought the graphics won't look like as good as that. Trust me, they do. I played this 25 hours plus. I think I bought this. Must have been in that lockdown. My 3DS was getting a lot of love back then. I don't know why. I didn't have a PS. I don't even think I had a PS4 then. I didn't have a PS4. Obviously didn't have a PS5. I didn't have the 12 other consoles. So maybe I just had GameCube, PS3, and a 3DS. Maybe, I can't really remember. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. Really impressed me, okay? Yeah, you can see it's got that. It needs that extra bit of power because it's such a big game as well. Apparently I was at the tip of the iceberg with how far I got in that 20 plus hours gameplay, but I just fell off it because maybe it's my fault. I can't remember. Something was frustrating me where you can't just put a marker down, or it doesn't tell you where to go, or I couldn't figure out, or something like that, and I just moved on to the next game. I still got my save file, but if I ever get back into it, I'd rather just start again from the beginning so I know what the fuck's going on. Or if I ever get a Wii U or a Switch, I'll just play it on the big screen, you know. But yeah, that will cost you £12, bargain. One of my favourite games, this is definitely my favourite Castlevania game, Castlevania Lord of Shadow, Mirror of Fate. This is the best looking game from a 3D point of view. This will cost you £25. This is the most expensive game in my recommended list, okay? It won a ton of awards, but gosh, old, isn't it? 2012 Best E3 winner, Best of the Show winner 2012, Game Informer, whatever that is. Yeah, really, it's brilliant. I think again, I thought I'd do 3DS because it's fresh. I played my 3DS all last week, okay? But this game, if I accidentally turned up the 3D, because I was asked a gimmick as shit, I can't play it. It gives me headaches if I do it for too long. Some games do mind, but you can just turn it off, the 3D. But I thought for some reason, I must have gone a couple of months without playing it. Got a bit confused because the volume's on one side and the 3D's on the other side. So turned the 3D up, thinking I'm turning the volume up. And I was, wow, look at these graphics. It was almost like, this 3D, I was almost like I could pick up and touch the enemies and touch the characters on the screen, you know. It was that impressive. So I love this game. This is my favourite Castlevania game of all time. I really do recommend it. Yes, it's the most expensive game. It takes up, 25% of the budget, you know. But it had to be in my list, guys. I couldn't do this list and leave that game out. Right. That comes to £95. They're the games I recommend. Then I obviously thought, right, I got £5. The amount of £8 games or £6 games I got in my collection, I didn't want to cheat. I could have said, this is £5, but it's actually £6. Somebody somewhere would call me out in the comments, and rightly so. We don't lie. And this game's sealed. I've heard it's not a very good game. I know it's good on the GameCube. It reviewed really good on the GameCube. It goes for bank on the GameCube. And it's Chibi Robo. Chibi Robo Ziplash. It's almost not like a cult following if an indie game or some games get a cult following. It's almost a cult hate following or something. I'm not sure how to call it. But a lot of people make videos of how bad it is. But I think it's the cheapest game in my collection. I remember I paid Tales of the Abyss. I paid £4 for that. So I thought I'll do that. That goes for like 15, 20 odd pound plus. It's like amazing. Some of the games are really going up in value, you know. But yeah, but that's £4. I got it, but it's still sealed. I bought this. I bought a couple of games from Argos, and I think it was £1 I paid for it. So again, if I wanted to sell it, I like the idea of this game though, you know. I like the look of it. I'm not saying it's going to be game of the year or anything like that, but yeah, basically I'm kind of recommending it just to get my money from £95 to £99. Okay, so I would recommend that game based on the price, if that makes any sense. Okay, yeah, so what did you think of my games? What games would you recommend I play that maybe I haven't got in my collection? You know, I always appreciate people saying, have you played this? Would you consider this kind of thing? Yeah, thank you very much anyone that got to the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please consider, if you haven't already, subscribing to my channel or hadouking that subscribe button. I really do appreciate everyone that watches my videos, subscribes. Some people shared my videos. It's like, oh my god, thank you so much. If you like the video, like it, do you know what I mean? If you don't like it, thumbs down, whatever, do you know what I mean? Just help the channel out by engaging. That's what I'm trying to ask, okay? Really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Love you, bye. £100. My head is gone. Ooh. £100. 3DS Challenge. Let's go. Sorry, I didn't mean to press play. Oh, £100 Nintendo 3DS. Okay, £100 3DS Challenge. Let's go.